It really was the ideal setup from Simona Halep. Moving Wozniacki off court, seeing the slice backhand and just jumping on it. Just hasn't been her kind of night, though.
She's just about got it. Right in the corner.
Maybe that's what she has to do to win this match. Go for the lines. That's precision from Simona Halep. But just notice she gets down, whips up the back of the ball. And that really makes it very heavy and drop into the court.
Let's first. Yes.
What a brilliant serve. That first serve returned when required.
And that's another key of Caroline Wozniacki, just so good at stepping into the court and redirecting. So good at employing the tactic with a lot of margin. Just looks always so comfortable.
That's good from Halep. Just a few flashes from Halep that she might just be alive and kicking here.
Yes.
And the key really being the aggressive, assertive return. I think if she's able to execute there, really puts herself in such a positive position. Quite a stark contrast. Just a percentage return, getting it back in play.
Advantage, Wozniacki.
Great serve once more. Wozniacki is breezing through this. She's a set-up and 4-1 to the good. Is there any stopping her?
Second set, Simona, is much closer than the score's indicating, so you're starting to feel it. Why? But don't you feel like if you just cut out some of these unforced errors and give your backhand a little bit of margin, because your backhand's... No, okay, but you... It's impossible? Yeah. She's hitting the ball that big, you think? She's hit like 3 balls in the whole match. Yeah, Simona, it's got more to do with your backhand than it has with your forehand, because you're hitting it lightning fast every single backhand. You're not opening the court with it. There's no spin. Everything's flat, and every time you get taken wide to the backhand, you're going for some crazy shot to finish the point instead of staying in the point. Using your legs, using your defence. Give the ball a little bit of air, stay in the point. Yeah, but when you play faster, when you've got a little bit of time, that's fine. But yeah, okay, I agree. But every time you go to the corners, you don't have to hit the ball 1,000 miles an hour. You can play it with a little bit of spin, throw it up to the middle of the court and get back into the point and reset it. Huh? You're not prepared to do that? Okay. The set's much closer. This one's much better. Starting to come in forward a little more. Huh? It's okay. Forget the score. Stay with what you're doing a little more, but get in and out of the quarters and buy yourself a little more time. Come on. A little bit of time. You can do this.
Positive words from Darren Cahill ringing in the ears of Simona Halep.
Oh, she was a tough customer there, Simona Halep, but very encouraging, as you mentioned, Mikey, from Darren. He said, you're playing a pretty good second set here. It's very close, but just be careful on your backhand. You're not applying enough spin. Darren would like...
15.
I like it from Caroline.
15.
Great serve, very potent. And set herself up very nicely. Just the 1-2 punch.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, the first serve percentage, 94% in the first set. It was inevitably going to drop slightly, but it still has been very effective in this second set as well.
Dario. There's
that first serve again.
I just noticed how the ball hit the court and continued to swing out wide in an arc. Caroline applying so much slice on that serve towards the deuce side of the court. The ball kept carrying away from Simona Halep. Perfect slice serve.
Wozniacki with another game. And she is now just a game away from her second win of the week. It's been an imperious display from the former world #1.
Karolina, słuchaj, jedna taka rzecz. Serwujesz bardzo dobrze, trzymaj rękę, wychodź do niej i serwuj. Nic nie zmienia. Nie, tak jak zrobiłaś. Jak było wyrównane, znowu wzięłaś, zastanowiłaś się, wyszłaś i zaserwowałaś. Ona przyspiesza, ale to nie ma znaczenia, to jest tylko lepiej dla ciebie. Pamiętaj, że ty wszystko, co grasz, jak biegniesz i czujesz, że to jest ten moment, to wszystko masz, że nie masz w ogóle siatki. Ty grasz ją w idealnym momencie, wtedy nie masz siatki, przechodzisz i grasz. Jeżeli jest sytuacja, że piłka spadła, to już widzisz, że spadła, nadajesz jej rotacji, przechodzisz i wiesz z czym rzecz, że musisz ją wtedy zaplasować. Zgadza się? I to, co robisz. Niech ona myśli, że może jeszcze mocniej. Tu się nic nie da mocniej. Tu się tylko da to, co robisz z timingiem. Biorę w najlepszym momencie piłkę. I Karol, gdyby się nie wiadomo, co działo, ty jesteś skoncentrowana tylko na tych rzeczach, na tych dwóch rzeczach, tak? Biorę najpierw, spadła, z rotacją przechodzę, timing i tylko tyle. Dobra, Niuniek? Do końca.
Well, we saw a couple of games ago Wozniacki had an issue with her finger. Did we work out what that was about?
think she was performing some DIY on her shoe. She did have some super glue out, and I think she did manage to get some on her finger. Trying to remove it at the change of ends with something the trainer or physiotherapist provided her. Quite unusual, Mikey.
Well, I know Wozniacki's playing well, but gluing her hands together and beating the world #1, that might be even too much for her tonight. But she does seem to have got rid of that glue now. Brilliant. Wonderfully worked.
And that was Simona's point for the taking. I think that's the reason she's down in this match. Just too much doubt. Had the short ball, chose to hit it and then retreat. And that's the sign of a player that isn't quite sure of themselves. To me, hitting and running back, that's a negative mindset. Caroline Wozniacki certainly jumping on that tonight.
Away that goes.
Again, a great example. I think Halep could have taken that ball and really hit it with authority through the line, move forward, try and close in. She needs to change something.
Oh dear, she's missed it. And Wozniacki now has a match point.
30-14.
And that will seal it. Caroline Wozniacki at her imperious best. It is a near-perfect display to bamboozle the world's #1, Simona Halep. Brilliance from the Dane. Well, Alicia, who saw that coming?
Well, such a deserving win from Caroline Wozniacki. Did everything right and then some. Set up beautifully by her first service, the direction, the speed. Got Simona Halep off the court so quickly in each of her service games. We talk about players trying to find the zone, and Caroline Wozniacki was living in that throughout this entire match. Just quite amazing. What a wonderful performance.
And we are set to hear what Wozniacki made of all that. She's got it done in just over an hour. Let's hear her.
Caroline, to come out and play that kind of tennis against someone who's given you a tough time in the past, you must be pleased.
I'm very pleased. I think I played really well today, and I went out and just aggressive, and You know, I wasn't expecting to be leading by that much in the first set, so all of a sudden I started thinking, you know, it's like, what's happening? Am I really playing that well? But I just kind of, you know, kept just staying positive, and I had to take the ball early and go for my shots.
What is it about the surface, this court, that's favoring your game so much? As you said, you moved it around, you kept the ball deep. What was working best for you tonight? What do you take away from this match?
I think it's a great court for me because if you hit it flat, you know, it goes through the court, but if you put a little bit of spin on it, it slows down the ball a lot, and I can kind of move around and get in position to my shots and then wait for the right opportunity to then